Check. Let's go. Episode 1. Welcome, guys. This is Sports Arena Pod. It's your host, Josue. My co-host right here, Gamma, Big G.
What's going on, guys? We're back.
This is a new format of the podcast. Doing Sports Arena Pod. Give you our perspective on sports, everything sports, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. Gonna give you our perspective on everything sports. So let's do it. What you gotta say?
Yeah, we're just gonna keep it real. None of the shenanigans you see on TV and other podcasts. The real stuff. You might not like it, but the truth will be here.
The truth shall set you free.
The truth will set you free.
All right, let's start off. Championship weekend. Bengals, Chiefs, Rams, 49ers. Let's start off with the Bengals and Chiefs. I wouldn't consider it a major upset, but the way the game was going, 21-3, Chiefs up during the half, and to me the turning point of the game was when goal line Chiefs 21-3 and they decided not to take the points. Always gotta take the points. Always. When it was 10 seconds left in the half?
No, it was 5.
5 seconds, and Mahomes got a little greedy there.
He threw the pass on the ground in the end zone. 5 seconds. He should have kicked the field goal instead. If you're gonna throw there, throw in the end zone. He didn't do that. He threw to the running back as he's crossing.
Threw a screen pass to Tyreek Hill, and he thought he was gonna. I don't know. Once you're that close in the end zone, 5 seconds.
You gotta go.
Well, he said that it was his decision that Reed was gonna kick the ball, I believe, and he decided to go for it.
See, the problem there, they're giving him too much leeway, and they need to pull back a little bit because he's not going nowhere.
Mahomes?
Yeah, Mahomes could say whatever he wants. They're not kicking him out anytime soon. So Reed got to relax because if not, you could get another coach. Too many steaks, 32-ounce steaks for Reed. He needs to relax.
It's becoming a little it's well-known theme. Andy Reid gets to the championship game and he loses again. He's only won 3 times? 3 times out of, I believe, 7-8 times he's been to the championship game.
Remember, he went 5 times with the
9 times. He's won 4 straight with Kansas City,
and then 5 times with Philly. Remember that 5 times? 2 Super Bowls and 1-1.
He's won to the Super Bowl once with Philly and twice with Kansas City.
So he's 1-2.
No, he's
1-2. He won with Kansas City 1.
No, he went to Super Bowl twice.
So he's 1-3.
2-2.
Because he lost. Wait. He lost in Philly.
No, I'm talking about. So he's 1-4 with the Eagles and going to, because he's won to 1 Super Bowl with them when they lost to the Patriots.
No, but what I'm saying to you, in the Super Bowl itself, he went 2 times to the Super Bowl.
I'm talking about him in the conference title game.
He's like 1. I mean, what is he?
Yeah, he's 3-6.
Yes, I mean, but listen, yesterday, the whole media made it seem like the Bengals had no shot.
I mean, Bengals are a good team, nice fun team. The spread was +7. Was -7.
Yeah,
I would have took the Bengals +7.
No, but everybody made it seem like, oh, that's it. They had no shot, blah blah blah, and they did the same thing over there. And Cincy, they were down 17, they came back. So but again,
the last was week 17.
17, yeah, they were down like 17 points. Came back, and they shut them out again in the second half. That's where your boy Chase had that crazy game.
Jamar Chase, my guy, baby. Jamar, I gotta send you something, man. Help me win the fantasy title this year.
Because of him.
But he had a good game yesterday also. He had 6 catches, 54 yards, a touchdown.
Yeah. He recovered the second half.
They have a good offensive core with the receivers, with T. Higgins also.
Oh, they got a bunch of receivers.
6 catches, 103 yards. And also you have Tyler Boyd. I mean, he didn't have much yesterday. But then they have Joe Mixon, good running back, 21 carries, 88 yards.
Right.
Then you got the up and coming, the new star of the league, up and coming star, Joe Burrow.
That's right.
Joe Smooth. I'll call him Joe Shiesty.
That's it. They were asking about that pen if it was real. He said, "I make too much money not to be real."
Joe Shiesty's for the culture, man.
That's it.
He's about it.
Nah, he's been in the stage already. He went LSU. He's done it all. So he's never intimidated by nothing. You know what happened with Kansas City? They took it for granted. They thought they could just score anytime. And Cincinnati just cleaned up the easy stuff. Remember all that stuff. If you see the replay, they weren't doing nothing crazy. They just was running the same routes and they just leave them open. And they
Oh,
just cleaned
Chiefs?
up. Yeah, I'm saying the Bengals. You know, when they kept on throwing to the tight end, to the receiver, it was just simple stuff. It wasn't like, oh my God, look at some crazy.
Well, what they do is they run a lot of like slant patterns and they get a lot of yak. Get
Right,
yards after
because
the catch.
Tyreek Hill's super fast, so he runs you over, boom, and then obviously this guy's so big, he runs you over too.
Well, Tyreek Hill got shut down actually in the second half. He had, I think, 6 catches for
That's what I'm saying. They
70
cleaned
yards.
up. Yeah, they cleaned up. They cleaned up. They cleaned up, and then Mahomes going in circles, running around.
Mahomes is too careless, man. He gets a lot of praise, but he's wild, man.
That's the reason he wasn't picked number 1, because he did the same thing in Texas Tech. I think it's at Texas Tech. He was an average team, and if it wasn't for KC moving up to get him, he would have been maybe a middle of the pack pick, which was a mistake because the NFL, they don't know what they're doing anyway when it comes to the draft. So that's a joke too.
I mean, those are the executives. They get paid the big bucks. That's what. He had a bad game, honestly. He had three touchdowns. Those are all in the first half.
Yeah, the second half he looked like an amateur quarterback.
He got sacked 4 times, 2 interceptions, and he just kept doing a lot of dumb plays, like running around, scrambling. Like, he gets a lot of praise. I saw a list earlier today with your boy, the great one, Stephen A.
Stephen A.
He had a top 5 list of his top 5 quarterbacks. He had Brady, Montana, Peyton Manning 3. He had Patrick Mahomes 4, and Aaron Rodgers 5. After the performances both of those guys have done the last 2 weeks, how can you have Patrick Mahomes and Aaron Rodgers in your top 5? I already said it before for our new listeners. Aaron Rodgers is an overrated quarterback that gets a lot of stats. He pads up his stats, complains that he doesn't have enough talent. Meanwhile, he has one of the top receivers in the game, a good running game, and a good defense. Why is he complaining about? I don't know why.
He's missed a 13-3 in the regular season.
He's a regular season quarterback.
Right. No, I mean, you can't. Listen, he gets there.
He's a great quarterback.
He got there 4 times. Remember, what, 3-4 times? He's only 1-4. Isn't he 1-3 in the conference title? 1-3, right?
He's 1-3, yeah.
Remember the because we beat him, and didn't we beat him in the conference?
The Giants beat him in the divisional round.
The divisional round. Look at that.
He lost to the 49ers.
By the way, we smoked him that year. Go back and Google.
He's 1-3 actually in the championship game. He lost twice to 49ers. No, he lost once to 49ers, once to the Falcons, and then last year to the 1-3. Last year to the Bucks.
Right, back-to-back conference. This year he lost in the divisional round. Tough. Think about it. San Francisco come from a warm weather. Out tough them.
I think that mystique is gone with that whole Lambeau field. It's been done once since Brett Favre was there. Once
Eli beat him in his own game.
Not even with that. Once Michael Vick. Michael Vick came.
The only good thing that Michael Vick did in his career was that. That's it. That's why you video guy. Oh, he's the best video gamer. Oh, running around. Oh, please, come on.
2004 Michael Vick, unstoppable.
Come on, Michael Vick. I mean, that's a joke too.
Have people need to calm down. Patrick Mahomes, he's 2-2 in championship games, and let's slow down. He got outclassed last year in the Super Bowl.
Well, you have no offensive line. His offensive line broke down. They were injured.
They lost 33-9
because they were playing a team that likes to blitz, and they couldn't handle him. The same thing he was doing in the second half, running around. That's what he did in this.
I think he accumulated last year's Super Bowl. I think 500 yards of scrambling yards.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah, he must have lost like 20 pounds running around. But the important thing right now is the window. That 5-year window that I keep telling everybody. 5-year windows. You gotta be careful. Look, I say that to everybody. People are like, oh no, 5-year windows are big because you start out with the team ready to contend, and you got 5 years before free agency or anything stupid happens, And that team they need to get more receivers, better. You can't depend on just 2 guys always.
I mean, they got decent receivers that besides Kelsey and Hill, they got Hardman. He's pretty good. He could be a slot receiver. Pringle. They just need to do a better job with play calling. You got to take the points once you're that close. 5 seconds left, just kick the field goal. Yo, 24-3.
That field goal
you won the game.
Yeah, that field goal won.
I mean, you never know what could happen, but
right,
you have that in your back pocket.
Right. No, but I mean, you know what happens? That these guys keep listening to fans. Oh, go, go, go. You know, you 4th and 1 on the 40-yard line. Go, go, go. And then when you miss it, they turn on you. So you can't listen to fans. Fans, they'll turn on you like that, bro. You got to do what, and forget about what the book says, what the that sheet says. Oh, go for it.
The analytics.
Well, I mean,
numbers.
It's everywhere, though. It's everywhere now. Not just in baseball. It's everywhere. Basketball, look at basketball. That's why the 3-point line is big. Because analytics says, why are you taking an 18-footer when you step back and you take a 3?
It's not even getting me started on that.
You know?
But you always got to take the points. I remember there was a title game 2016 with Patriots and Broncos. Belichick was in the 20 at least 3 or 4 times, and he went for 4th down all those times. If we would have kicked we lost that game, I think 19-18. If we would have kicked at least 2 field goals, we would have won that game easy.
Easy. Because what happened? The fans.
It was on the road in Denver.
You know? But what I'm saying to you is that they whatever going on, they think, oh, we could follow in the sheet then. I don't know. You know? Somebody's telling him. You know? But the point is that all these guys do it. I mean, look at the Charger. Charger would have made the point if it wasn't for that coach going for it every time.
Nah, he's a wacky coach too. Same with the Bengals coach. He's a little out there.
Well, he's an analytics guy. He's really analytic. He's into numbers.
He does a lot of
weird.
He does a lot of weird things.
Well, him and this guy were in the same coaching tree. Same coaching. He was in the last Super Bowl with them. With the Rams.
McVay.
No, yeah, with McVay, the head coach of the Bengals. Was the head coach with them. He was with them, same coach.
Yeah, they got a good coaching tree.
But he's another one last night too. We'll talk about it later when we get to them.
We'll transition.
You know, but the 5-year window, you better be careful because, you know, you gotta be careful.
There's a lot of up and coming teams in the AFC coming up. You got the Bills. You got now the Bengals.
Definitely the Bills, yeah.
Well, yeah, you got the Bengals. You got the Bills. I don't consider contender, but still got a good core. You got Lamar Jackson, the Ravens.
That's just the Ravens in general with them. That was gonna be good.
You got the Chargers.
Yeah.
Herbert, Raiders.
Especially the Raiders just hired your OC.
Yeah, he'll be back in 3 years.
You know. Well, this is his second shot. No, this is it. If he messes up here, then that's it. Then.
Bill will hire him back.
You know what happened? Bill, he got. Shouldn't Bill have retired already?
He was supposed to be the heir apparent to Belichick.
He was getting paid $4 million
to be an OC.
To be OC because the owner. That's why he pulled he pulled off from the Indy because he on the press conference they had to cancel it because they called him, I don't know, and then he brought him back. So he paid him $4 million to be the OC. But I guess he wants to. They're like, yo, it's time to do it. When are you gonna do it? And Bill is not gonna retire anytime. He's 70 years old. Why he's 70? And when he's gonna retire?
Look at Pete Carroll. He's 70. He's still coaching.
Yeah, but Pete Carroll is like a young 70. I don't know. I see Pete Carroll running around. I don't know. Pete Carroll's different. Well, here's another one too. Forget it. You're right. You're right. 70.
He's 70 is 70 no matter how.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know, man. But he doesn't have somebody waiting for him. Man, you like, yo, 5 years waiting to be the manager of some of your company. And you're like, yo.
It's not the same thing with, not to switch sports, with Krzyzewski, with Duke. He has John Shea to replace him. What was that, like in 5 years that they agreed?
I don't know if it was agreed, but this is the last year.
Oh, Coach K?
Yeah. Oh. Saying goodbye. That's it. He's done. He's saying that, I think it's a combination of, health problems. He's been having a little stuff going on. So he'd rather just, spend time with his wife and all these. I don't know if he has grandkids. He probably does. So, he's in the 70s too. That's it. They're going to be fine, though. Duke is going to be fine. Like North Carolina. They're all going to be fine. But the Chiefs have to be careful because, bro, if you don't rack up those titles, next don't go by what the Patriots did. What the Patriots did, that's not real, bro. They did some crazy, that's not real. That's not real.
It is real because it happened.
Bro, once it goes away. Look at the Yankees, 4 out of 5. And then, boom, one title. We got to World Series a few times. And then, 2001, 3. We should have been in 4, right?
You gotta win the titles.
You gotta win them when you're there, because then you run out, and then that's it. It took you guys 10 years to get back, right?
That.
It took you guys 10 years to come back. So when that window, they just need to make sure they keep adding and just make sure that keep Mahomes and that's like he's a little wild, man. Little wild. As good as he is, because he is. But I find that they're good when the offense is kicking, right? Kicking back and forth, back and forth. But when you stand up to them, they kind of like, like.
I mean, it's like anybody. If you stand up to them, they'll back down. And credit to the Bengals, they have a great quarterback under pressure. He's been there, done it. He's played big games before, beat the top team in college football, Alabama, and he smoked them. I think 400 or 500 yards.
Yeah, but when you're up 21-3, you gotta win that. You gotta win that game at home.
Oh, you have to, of course. No excuse. It's a choke job.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, totally. You can't be at home, so they gotta clean that up. I mean, I don't know, man. I would even if they would have won the Super Bowl, I would have still think that their window's closing, because that's bad.
I mean, this was the year for them to win it.
Yeah,
they beat the Bills after that game that they had against the Bills, and they beat them. They had to come back and alter it for 1 year, but they choked it up. And to have Patrick Mahomes 4 on your top quarterback of all time list, that's kind of ridiculous.
Hey, because he doesn't know what he's doing, bro. That guy, I'm sorry, bro. You should see, you just see how people are the guests when he's doing football. Don Orlovsky, right? You just see. I saw a video yesterday on YouTube where he's talking and he confused the Chicago Bears with the Chicago Bulls. You know what I'm saying? Because they were talking about that you need to get an offensive coach instead of a defensive coach that they hired from Indy, right?
Who, the Bears?
Yeah, the Bears. And basically he's trying to say. Really, I don't blame him. He's trying to say, you listen, you're trying to get, why don't you hire a black coach? One of the black coaches that should be hired, right? They're all two offensive coaches that are black should be hired.
I mean, NFL is a racist league, predominant black league, and you got one black coach,
yeah, right.
Tomlin.
And then the only reason he's there because the Rooney family are good people and they understand what's going on. And he's been having 15 great years, winning records.
He's never had a losing record.
Never had a losing. You have to be perfect to keep your job. Unless you're Marvin Lewis, 16 years. Right?
With the Bengals.
But he made the playoffs half of the time, but never won a game.
I mean, the Bengals organization, they're pretty loyal with their coaches.
Well, they're cheap. The owner, the owner Brown, he's known around the league of being cheap. That's why he stays with the coaches. He's cheap.
Hey, it's a business.
Nah, he's cheap. But the problem with him is that he was making this, and Don Orlovsky's looking at him, and he's like, "What are you talking about?" He's just going on and on and on, and it's like, and it's unfortunate that he's another one that gave him too much power. ESPN, too much power, too much. He's everywhere. People after a while get tired of him. First take. Stephen A's were on ESPN Plus. Then he does the countdown show. How many times are you gonna hear from him?
It's all day.
That's a lot. After a while, you'll be like, okay, I don't know why he's picking the top 5. Right?
No, it was just his list. I just found that it was pretty absurd.
But he's too young to be putting him there.
He hasn't done. I mean, he's won a Super Bowl, but you could say that about a lot of quarterbacks that are better than him. You could put Drew Brees there. You could put Roethlisberger. You could put Eli Manning if you want.
Well, he's not gonna put Eli Manning there because the people, the deal with Eli Manning. People, he only won 2 Super Bowls, so it's okay. But that's fine. See, as a Giant fan, I have no problem people not putting him there because if I tell you pick.
I mean, to put him top 5 of all time, which is
it's not. No, you don't put him top 5. No,
I mean, top 5 big game quarterbacks. I would definitely put Eli Manning there. When he gets, as much as I hate to say this as a Patriots fan, but once he gets to the playoffs, he delivers and wins.
Right. So, but what I'm saying to you that if you're going all time 5, I'm not. Come on, I'm not gonna be so gullible and so done to say, oh, Eli should be there too. No, you gotta put the resume, like you said, Drew Brees. Why isn't Drew Brees in the top 5?
Could have put. You could put Drew Brees. You could put John Elway. You could put
John Elway. Exactly, John Elway.
Dan Marino.
Terry
Bradshaw
won 4 titles. I mean, he's a big time. The last 2 titles, it was on him. So I'm just saying, he just living.
You could even put Brett Favre over Aaron Rodgers. I'll put Brett Favre over Rodgers. They have the same amount of titles.
Well, the only thing with that Josue, is that Aaron Rodgers, the people marvel at Aaron Rodgers because his touchdown and interception is
it's like a pitcher that has a good strikeout to walk ratio.
Well, but it's big. What is he? 400 plus touchdowns compared to like what 60 interceptions, right? 80 interceptions. I mean, it's crazy. Think about that. That's a crazy number.
He's accurate, but
his accuracy is like really, really good.
I just
you know,
I just don't trust him in a big game.
You know, but the point is that he shouldn't put him in that list. He should have other guys that you have to, you know, you have to put.
After the last 2 years, what he's done in the playoffs, come on, man. Last year against the Bucks, Tom Brady was basically giving that game away to him. Threw 3 interceptions in the second half, and you're at home. You got to win that game.
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah, no, it's true. I mean, Tom Brady should have lost probably to New Orleans if they had a quarterback. If Drew Brees still had an arm, they
almost lost to the Washington football team. And the wild card
running around
game.
like a crazy kid. Yeah, no, it's true. You know, but look, because he won, isn't it crazy? Brady had a better year than he did last year, and he's about to. Are we gonna talk about the Brady later? Or are we gonna
we'll jump into that after. Let's transition it to let's just switch over to the other game, NFC title game, Rams and 49ers. Pretty good game. Both defensive game. Knew it was gonna be defensive struggle. 49ers up 17-7 headed into the fourth, and blew the lead. 13 points for the Rams in the fourth quarter. A costly non-pick that many people believe changed the game. 17-10, Rams at their own 20, I think 25-yard line. Stafford goes deep to Van Jefferson, and the ball lands in the defender's arms, and he just drops the ball.
Yeah, he literally shanked that because he was trying to go to 12.
Yeah, Van Jefferson.
Yeah, to number 12. He's been doing that for a while. He's been doing that a lot in the second half, trying to go deep. But he shanked it because it was him and Odell right in between the guy that dropped it.
He left it short.
And he totally left it short. If he catches that, it's 9 minutes to go. You don't know what can happen, right?
Oh, well, with 9 minutes left with the 49ers, with the way they run their offense, they just run the ball.
All you need to do is, I got this, boom.
Just milk the clock.
Right. And plus, let's say they don't do nothing, they kick it back. You still got the Rams quarterback a little gun shy, like, oh shit, I don't want to, right? You be like, oh shit, I just had a turnover. But instead, he fell down, so he got second life. It's like the Eli Manning in the Super Bowl, remember with Samuels, right? Think about it. Samuels catches that interception. Not only you guys get the perfect season, right? But Eli Manning doesn't get. I don't think he won't. I don't think he gets another. He probably has 0 Super Bowls, but he got a second life, and then he ends up winning that game. You know, so it just you get a second life, and like, oh, you breathe. So that's what he did. He breathed. He's like, okay, boom, and then end up tying it.
Key. It was a key moment in the game, and Stafford played great. He's been playing great these whole playoffs. I've always been a big Matthew Stafford fan. He's just been on a bad team.
No. He's
to me, he's been a good quarterback his career.
No, stop.
Nah,
bro, how can you say that you have one of the best receivers of all time? You know, and it doesn't matter. The point is that he finally he's in a good team, but look what team he's in, and basically, how you call it? A stacked team.
They're a stacked team. They went all in this year. And
it's an all-star team, basically.
It was a Super Bowl buzz year for the Rams.
He landed on a team that's basically, what's it called when like in basketball when you hook up a lot of all-star players?
Well, like a dream team.
Not a dream team, but like when they say LeBron.
Oh, a super team.
Yeah, there you go, a super team. He landed on a super team. That's all he did. Landed a super team with a bunch of where they used to be good, like Miller used to be. With Denver.
When they traded for him, they didn't have these guys that they picked up during the year.
No, but what I'm saying to you that you knew he was landing on a super team. It was basically they noticed that once they traded for him, they were gonna do whatever it takes to look Odell. They didn't have to have Odell, and look, boom, they landed on Odell. What a coincidence, right? By the way, Green Bay look stupid now? Because it was not, according to rumor, Green Bay was ready to. He was ready to go to Green Bay.
I mean, I don't think that would have helped them.
But at least it's better than plus, Aaron Rodgers act like he only has one. Devonta Adams only. He didn't throw to nobody else.
Yeah, there was a lot of plays there that they showed in the film that he had a lot of guys open.
Yeah, so maybe Odell's there. Maybe he helps him out.
Yeah, Odell's been pretty good for the Rams.
Odell's good because he's the second guy. I wouldn't trust him as the number one guy.
Yeah, he's not there. He's not the number one. The number one is
Right.
Cooper Kupp.
Cooper Kupp is the number one.
Had a great game. 11
Right.
catches, 142 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Right.
Odell had a great game also.
No,
Nine
good.
receptions, 113 yards.
Right. Odell's good the way he is now. He's about to get another. They were saying that if he wins the Super Bowl, he gets another $1 million bonus.
Yeah, he got incentives for winning those playoff games against the Cardinals.
Right.
They're
all $1 million.
Cardinals, the 49ers, and then the Bucks.
Right. No, he already because basically that contract is a minimum wage contract, you know. So
I mean, at this he's made so much. He's made enough money. I think he just wanted to be on a good team and content, and show people that he's not shot.
Well, he robbed the Giants of all that money. So and then Nike, he signed that $25 million with Nike. What he's done for Nike, nothing. So what are you gonna do? Waste it, kill it, just stole money away. And isn't it funny that guys play better on a minimum wage contract like he just did right here, and bonuses than when you guarantee everything? Isn't it crazy?
It's hard to live up to the money, man.
Well, it's not his fault. It's his fault.
I'm not saying just him. A lot of athletes, once they get that big contract, they don't live up to it.
Don't sign it.
I mean, who's gonna say no to all that money?
Well, listen. I understand what you're saying, but not everybody's worth $35 million. Not everybody's worth that. Some guys are just worth, maybe 15, 20 million. Ellsbury. If you tell me the Yankees that signed Ellsbury to $10 million, he's worth $10 million, not 23.
That was
Right?
just a robbery.
Right. But let's go back to the game, because that was a must win. You could tell the Rams and Niners don't like each other, because you could see after the post, all these guys are like, oh, the Ramseys of the world, especially Ramsey, was talking real like, oh, we weren't thinking of them. No, you were thinking of them. They were in your head.
Oh yeah, they beat them last 6 times.
They were up 17 last time they played you, and you still lost. And it was down 17-7.
Yeah, they were pressing.
Yeah, they were pressing. By the way, they basically were playing against a quarterback that's going to get thumb surgery. He said he's going to be out 4 to 8 weeks with thumb surgery.
So you're basically playing with like a broken thumb?
Basically, yeah. Basically. But the problem is that people are going to say, oh, he's not that good. He's not that good.
He didn't play that bad yesterday.
He didn't.
16 for 30, 232 yards, 2 touchdowns, and that late pick that he threw when he was scrambling, he just threw it up there.
But think about it, Josue. If he gets sacked there, what's it going to be, 4 and 25, 4 and 30?
To me, I would have ate the sack.
Yeah, but the way he kept on running back. I mean, it would have been.
There's been a lot of crazy plays that's happened, man.
With
the Eagles, 4th and 23, it's Freddie Mitchell.
4 and 23. Nobody thought he was going to catch it.
That was the only highlight of his career.
Damn, Josue.
Shout out to Freddie Mitchell.
Damn, Josue. Poor Donovan McNabb.
He's another choke. He's another overrated quarterback, but that's not here or there. So we got our Super Bowl matchup: Rams, Bengals. Who would have thought that?
Well, I thought it was gonna be 49ers and Bengals. So
they had their chance, man. They didn't give the ball to Debo a lot in the second half. They kept going away from him.
Yeah. No, I mean, what are you gonna do? But that 49er team's a tough team, man. I hope they know what they're doing by going to that the kid quarterback.
Trey Lance.
Yeah, I hope that he's ready, because you could say a lot about this quarterback, but he's tough, man.
I mean, Jimmy G, he's not the best quarterback, but he's been to Super Bowl. He's doing something good.
No, but Jimmy G, if you have a good team around him,
you just don't have to have him do too much.
No, but a good quarterback.
He's a game managing quarterback.
No, but I mean, but he has a good record, man. People think that everybody has to be, everybody goes with Aaron Rodgers. Well, Aaron Rodgers has 1 Super Bowl, right? He's choked. That's the guy that people keep need to start knocking him. They need to knock Aaron Rodgers.
People are afraid to knock him.
They're afraid to knock him because I don't know why they're afraid to knock him, because he is what he is. That's it. That's it. We're not asking you to win 6, 7 titles like Brady did. Just win 2. That's it. Win 2. You win 2, you're good with me, right?
I mean, he got 1, but if you get to the conference title again, as much as he's gone and all the good regular seasons he's had, you have to deliver. He's looking pre-Peyton Manning before he got to the Broncos when he won his 2nd title.
Well, I mean, at least Manning got to 4 Super Bowls. It's 2 and 2. But at least 4 is better than 1. You know, 2-2 though. You know, and then let's talk about how all those 49er fans just attacked that stadium like 65-70%. And I mean, I don't even know how they won that game.
The Rams, LA is not a football town. They basically forced them to go there because the NFL didn't have a team in the second highest market.
And they wanted to have somebody.
They wanted a team there. They wanted a stadium to have Super Bowls there and stuff like that.
Well, they're gonna get it now.
They forced the action. I mean, people compose to be LA Rams fan. Los Angeles people that live out there saying they're Rams fan. It's just crap.
No, all the stars that was there yesterday, I think they just got comp tickets.
Of course. They're not paying for that.
Yeah, they're not paying for that. Like Magic is there. You got the governor there. You got all these actors and athletes, making it seem like it's the Lakers and Dodgers. No, it's not.
Yeah, the teams that run LA, the sports teams are the Dodgers and the Lakers.
Yeah, those are the two teams. And, then you sprinkle maybe the Kings, maybe.
The Kings? Oh, the LA Kings.
Yeah, the LA
Kings.
Kings.
Sacramento Kings.
No, the LA Kings, the hockey team.
What?
No, you sprinkle on that team, maybe.
The Queens?
Maybe. Maybe.
I'll put USC, the football team.
Well, when they're good. If they're good. Now, they got this guy now from Oklahoma now. So they get ready in 2 years to be contending for a title.
Oh, Lincoln Riley?
Yeah, Lincoln Riley's there. They gave him a bundle, so, They gave him 100 plus a private house, cars.
Couldn't say no.
Yeah.
My family, y'all.
Well, Brian Kelly, it's a piece of work. You saw him on TikTok. He was doing a TikTok video with dancing.
Doing the gritty. It's a joke. Fraud.
Bro,
fraud. But now let's transition over to Super Bowl. Let's give you some early thoughts on that. It's 2 weeks, so we got enough time to talk about it. That's the only bad thing about Super Bowl. It's not even about the game now.
No, excuse me. Not really, because if you're a football fan, last night, Sunday night was the last day of football. Because the football is not about the football game. It's about the halftime show, the commercials, getting together, eating chicken wings, getting drunk, getting together with your friends and whatever, going to somebody's house. Because that Sunday, people that you haven't seen watch football, you're going to see them knocking on your door. Oh, can I come to your party? You haven't seen an ounce of football.
I'm shaking my head right now.
You're knocking but that's what happens. People knocking on the door. Oh, can I come over?
Like, nah, you can't.
You can't. You haven't watched football. But that's what it is. That's why they get a big rating. That's super crazy rating, because you get the other half. You got 3 different people, watch the commercials, the halftime. And, oh, by the way, we have a game. We have a game. But I can't, I can't really hate on that, because the NBA and MLB and hockey would love to be in that situation, right? Where they could have their championship game seen by 100 million people.
I mean, I don't feel honestly sorry for none of these leagues. They're all making money.
No, that's true. They're all making money.
They cry poverty, but they're making boatloads of money. Like,
they're making
all these leagues making billions of dollars. Like, right. Charging arm and legs for tickets.
I mean, look at the
concession stand. It's like $10-$12 for a beer. They're not poor. So I'm not feeling sorry for them.
Well, look at the personal licensing in football. You have to pay the licensing to let you buy tickets. Think about that. You have to put a down payment of, depending on if you're in the upper level, it's $5,000. Middle is $10,000. If you're in the front row, it's $20,000.
Yeah, they're good.
Per seat.
They're good.
But that's what's killed the Giants and Jets around here in the tickets, is that, because people don't buy those no more.
Yeah, you have a crap team. Nobody wants to see that.
But even that, they're not doing that, because the Giants used to have a 30-year wait on tickets. And when that happened, the ticket went down. Now there's no wait.
They're lucky to have a 1-year wait. Who wants to wait for that?
No, but what I'm saying to you is that fans will still have a wait if you charge them regular tickets. Don't make them pay a licensing fee of $5,000 a ticket. Or if you're sitting in the front row, $20,000.
They screw the fans, man. Even the Yankees. I had a season tickets with them, and they gave me a credit. Sorry to transition to a different sport, but they gave me a credit last year of like $120, and I tried to use the ticket for like the last game of the year. They said, "Oh, we already transferred that money for next year." I'm like, what are you doing? Like, there's still games left. But you guys are quick to take the money out the account, but to accommodate the fans, the people that are paying for it.
So they took the, what was it, like 3 and change, right?
Nah, it was like I had like $120 left on my account because I
Okay.
used it during the year. But
Right.
it's like I wanted to use it to buy some tickets for the last game of the year.
And they already transferred to 22.
Yeah, I'm like I didn't give you guys permission to do that.
That's
It's like,
crazy.
oh, we can't do nothing about that. I'm like, screw you guys, man. But yeah, Super Bowl, Bengals, Rams.
Should be a good game.
I think the number on it right now,
I think it's 4.
+4.
I think it's 4.
The spread should be, I think, 50.
I thought it was 46.
46. It is.
I think it's 4 and 46.
Super Bowl. It's 48.5.
48.5. Okay, went up.
I think it will go over.
I mean, I think so too. Now the thing, the wrinkle here is that they need to they might have to go for max protection. The Bengals, leave a tight end.
Oh, with that front four of the Rams, they're gonna get Burrow killed.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, you saw what happened with the tight end. They sacked him 9 times.
The Titans don't have a really good defense, and they got 9 sacks on him.
Yeah, so but I think that if they keep him straight and he gets out, you saw he gets out of the pocket good. So he knows what to do, but you just have to give him time to think. Now that defense has to keep him on it. You can't fall 21-3 in the Super Bowl. They're gonna get demolished. 21-3 with the Rams, the way they're going right now. They that quarterback, the receivers, everybody's
feeling good.
Yeah, they're confident.
Both teams are feeling good.
Yeah. No, but you saw that the number one pass rushing against the last in protecting the pass in the Bengals. I think they were 31st. They're protecting the pass.
Like you said, a lot of max protections to keep the guards. A lot of chipping on the sides.
A lot of chipping, right.
Do a lot of double tight end formations to get off the edge with Donald and Floyd on the edge rushers, and you have also Von Miller.
Right. Oh, yeah. That's the thing.
He's the X factor.
Yeah. No, that's it. Because you that's why you don't see you don't hear Donald because they're double teaming him, but then you got 1-on-1 with everybody else, Miller, Little, everybody else who come in.
Yeah, I mean, I think the key to their defense is their pass rush, their front seven. I think the Bengals could get through with their receiving core. They're pretty deep. To me, I think Jalen Ramsey is overrated. I don't think he's a top shutdown corner. In my opinion.
But not with the rules of the NFL. There's no such thing as a shutdown corner, really, to be honest with you. The rules...
Like, Jamar Chase has been torching defenses all year long. I think if he gets a little space, any little space, and he's quick after the yards, after the yaks. So if he gets any little nice separation, it should be deadly. And you also got T. Higgins, Boyd. The tight end might come back as well. They say he had like a sprained MCL. So they have weapons.
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah. No.
And you have Joe Mixon on the backfield.
Yeah, 84 yards. Right, 84 yards.
86 yards.
86. Yeah. No, they're good. No, they got the weapons, and they just have to keep them. Don't get too sacked. And they did a good job. But like right now, I mean, you just have to make sure that something that Tampa didn't do. You got to keep the tight end and chip, boom, and stay there. Because that quarterback, if you give him a little time, he'll pick you apart. Because I'm telling you, the rules in the secondary, you can't breathe with nobody. You can't. You just a little touch and then boom. What do you think guys are pulling the jersey because they can't do nothing? They're like, oh shit, and they're pulling.
Thank you, Peyton Manning. It's all your fault.
Well, he complained. You guys
He was playing by the rules.
But you guys, overdid it.
Playing by the rules.
You guys overdid
got
it.
Soft receivers, Marvin Harrison, Reggie Wayne, soft.
Was that 05 season?
05, yeah.
Yeah, 05. That's when football changed. That's why you can't compare record books no more.
Bitching and complaining.
Because all these quarterbacks are throwing 5,000 yards. Before that, nobody threw for 5,000. Maybe Dan Marino. Before that, now how many times quarterbacks throwing 5,000 yards? How many times Drew Brees has thrown for 5,000 yards?
A lot.
Yeah, because the game changed. You can't touch the receivers. You can't even do that. You seen it. The guy gets sacked. Oh, a flag, holding. Because he hold them after 10 yards. Was it 5 or 10? 5, right?
For what?
You can't touch the receiver after what? 5, 10 yards?
After 5 yards.
Yeah, look at that. 5 yards. Not even 10. I mean, look at that. I mean, it's a joke, bro.
Yeah,
that's a lot. That's why,
tough.
bro. I mean, but hey, that's how it is. That's what we're playing with now, right?
I mean, it's been the rules for over 15 plus years, so it's not like it's new.
No, but the Super Bowl should be good though. The Super Bowl, I was surprised how people thought low of the Bengals. Bengals got everything.
Bengals are a fun team to watch, man.
Yeah, they got everything ready, man. They got everything. They drafted properly. They got the quarterback. Then they got the receiver. Then you actually, you do the little things. Boom, boom, boom. They already have receivers and running backs there. They just needed the proper organization and stuff like that to do it.
They need to address the O-line in the offseason.
Yeah, that's what the Giants should be embarrassed. Look, the Giants have a bad offensive line. They got a worse offensive line. They're in the Super Bowl.
They got Joe Burrow. You got Daniel Jones. It's a big difference. Big difference there, buddy.
He has a neck problem.
He sucks.
He's got a neck problem. He got a neck problem. Well,
what was it? Danny Dimes?
Danny Dimes. That was the first game against
the Bucks.
Against the Bucks, he became Danny Dimes overnight.
I seen Danny Dimes outside the trenches. Not gonna get into that. Keep that to myself. Just no Halloween party.
Yeah, the stories you told me. Yeah.
I'll keep that to myself.
No, but the Super Bowl should be fun. It should be fun. The halftime should be really good.
Good halftime show.
The halftime show. But I say that's for maybe 75% of the America will like it, maybe 25% don't. You know who we're talking about?
You know who you are. We don't have to say it.
Right. No, because think about it. Imagine they do an all country, the best country stars halftime.
Yeah.
We'd be complaining what the fuck, right? So the people who don't like hip hop are gonna be like, what's going on here? What is this? What is this? So hopefully they enjoy it because I know it should be good. It should be a good halftime show.
I think it's gonna be a good game. We'll as the game comes closer, we'll give our predictions and some player props, gambling as soon as the date comes closer.
Definitely player props. Who's gonna win the toss, the coin toss, right?
Yeah, I don't know about that, but
who's gonna get the Gatorade? What color?
I don't think you could do that, but they probably have it.
You'd be surprised.
There's a lot of bets.
You'd be surprised.
But yeah, let's transition over to what was not official but almost close is Tom Brady retirement. Got a lot of reports over the weekend that he made his retirement. Adam Schefter try to that's the problem with these reporters now.
Jeff Darlington.
They try to be the first one to report these breaking news, but they don't get the facts correct. So he reported over the weekend that Tom Brady retired, and then his dad, right?
His dad went to a local New England station. Then I think he went to either ESPN or NFL Network and said that he said Tommy has not made up his mind yet. That's what he said, Tommy.
Oh, Tommy boy.
Hasn't been. It sounded like he was about to.
I think he wants to break the news himself.
No, the plan was, remember, because according to what I was reading is that that Man in the Arena show on ESPN Plus, the last episode has not been recorded yet. So the rumor out there is that he was about to record it, saying to end it with a bow, and I guess he told the wrong people, and the wrong people told ESPN, and stuff like that. So now he did an interview with what's that guy I forgot his name, and he told him that right now he's not ready to make up he said he hasn't made up his mind.
I mean, I think he's gonna retire. 22 years, he's done it all. The GOAT, 7 Super Bowl championships.
Yeah.
What more can you do, man? It's 40.
Bro, 22 years.
That's 45 years old.
That's it. Bro.
Shouldn't hang his head high. Shouldn't hang his head low.
Bro, he could do whatever he wants, bro. If he wants to retire at 30, he could retire at 30. Whatever he wants. He doesn't owe nobody nothing. People gotta stop this crap. The same thing with New England fan when he left. Though he gave you 20 years.
Yeah, I wasn't mad when he left. 20 years, gave us 6 titles.
Yeah, that's it. He left because he got tired of Bill's crap and he wanted to get paid. He got tired of giving them money and they didn't do nothing with that money.
Yeah, he was very underpaid on the team.
Underpaid. The guy still got over if you see what he's earning in his career is 250 to 60.
Compared to other quarterbacks, underpaid.
I'm not feeling sorry for him. We shouldn't feel sorry for him.
I'm just saying.
but I understand what you're saying. But he has the right to do whatever he wants, to leave and do whatever, man. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But it's typical of the media trying to scoop everybody, right? And that's it. And maybe he comes back just to spite ESPN.
He'll do it. That's how he is, man. I wouldn't be surprised.
Because ESPN is still running that he's retiring.
I mean,
they haven't said they're really not going with he still hasn't changed his mind. He's still saying
they probably don't want to knock their guy.
Well, because now they got like other reporters saying, well, this is the reason why he hasn't committed, because he wants to do it at his own time. You know, at his own time. So that's the point. But but he could still. I think that But the reason that he hasn't retired also, there's a February 4th, he gets a $15 million bonus of the 20 that he deferred for February 4th. And they said that if he retires,
February 5th, baby, I'm retired. I got my $20 million and I'm gone.
Well, 15 out of 20. Hey. So they're saying that if he does it before, then he owes them $16 million out of the bonus.
He's a man of business. He's not gonna leave that on the table.
So maybe that's why he's waiting another. What is it, next week?
Probably do it. He probably do after the Super Bowl. He probably doesn't want to. I mean, next week is the media week, so he probably do it.
Well, a lot of people saying that maybe he wants to stage do it during the Super Bowl, like like that weekend or Friday, Thursday, during the Super Bowl. When
Yeah, we still got beef with that commissioner guy, Gabum.
Oh, because he went after you.
Yeah, man.
Bro, and then you guys broke. Then he broke the cell phone.
No, we don't talk about that.
And they went after the balls.
We don't talk about that.
The errors and the balls.
I don't know what you're talking about.
By the way, Tom is doing something, but I'm not. It's our first show back. I'm gonna massage my way into my conspiracy with all these athletes, all these goats that are doing something. Not just in baseball, it's in every sport. So
yeah, it's a good segue. Let's transition over to last week's Hall of Fame inductions. Only one person got in last week. David Ortiz,
Papi,
Barry Bonds, Roger Clemens not voted in, and I'm not a big person on people using steroids. If you cheated, you shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame. But there's a lot of guys that are in the Hall of Fame that people know that they use steroids or allegedly done it. And you also have the commissioner, Buzz Selig, who was in the Hall of Fame, and he knew everything that was going on during this time. So I feel fair is fair. You can't be a hypocrite. Have one person, but let's shame these two guys because they're the most popular ones and with the most accolades. Let's keep them out the hall. And it's like, you should keep them in. Like, you should vote them in. The voters voted for them when they were playing for all those awards. But now when it's time to vote them in the Hall of Fame, you want to be the sheriff and not get them in because they treated you bad. If Barry Bonds was the same way David Ortiz was with the media, he'll be in the Hall of Fame for sure, 100%. So that's just my opinion. David Ortiz is in because he was good with the media. His numbers alone should get him in, but him being good with the media was the cherry on top.
No, and you're right on that. But I think the thing with Buzz Selig that people keep forgetting is it wasn't it's not the writers that got Buzz Selig. It was a committee that got Buzz Selig in. So you had a problem with because people are arguing with the writers. Well, remember how the rules is. You gotta get 75%. Think about it. To become president, if Clemens and Bonds would have been president by now. Think about you to be president. What, 52%, right? Yeah. That would get you to be president. Think about that, man. You have to get 75%. Who in America right now? You think we all gonna agree on 75% of the time? No. So the rule's hard. It's supposed to be hard. But unfortunately, look, they got 62, 63%.
66 for Barry Bonds, 65 for Clemens.
So they were right there, under 10, 9%.
If they would have had the old rules of the 15 years, they would have got in. But
they would have gone in because
they removed those rules because of them, because they didn't want them to get in.
Right.
But it's like MLB always like.
But it's not MLB though.
No, I'm talking about they always try.
But it's not MLB though. Everybody keep blaming MLB. MLB is not in charge of the Hall of Fame.
Well, the people associated with them, the baseball writers.
The baseball writers in the Hall of Fame, they do their own, it's them. It's not MLB.
They want to be police of who's a bad judgment of character, or like we're no one to judge anyone's character off the field. This should be strictly directly of what you did on the field.
Well, especially in baseball, when you have all these races and bad people on the Hall of Fame in every sport.
There's a lot of people in the Hall of Fame that are bad people.
Yeah, really bad people.
Ty Cobb was in the Hall of Fame. He was a racist. You have a lot of guys that were allegedly suspected of doing steroids. Pudge, Mike Piazza, Jeff Bagwell.
Right.
But we're going to draw the line with Barry Bonds and Roger Clemens. I don't agree with what they did. I don't condone using steroids. If you cheated, you cheated. But you have to be fair.
But my thing is, if you're going to put those guys in, then you got to put all of them.
And you got, once one is in, David Ortiz is in. And he used steroids.
Yeah, but the thing with David Ortiz, he
used it.
So you're making me.
That's like if you get busted for a drug test. Oh, I only smoked weed once.
No,
I haven't smoked again.
No, but that's like if I get busted in 2005 for a drug test, and I don't fuck with drugs no more.
They never tested positive for a test. Bonds or Clemens. They went to they went to Congress.
Come on, man, bro. But you know what Bonds was doing? He had a laboratory, bro.
Yeah, he was.
He had a world famous scientist. But
they weren't
for all athletes.
They weren't testing. Back then, they started testing, 06, 05?
Yeah, around there, yeah, 06 or something, yeah, around there.
By that time, he retired in 2007, so by that time, he already did his damage.
No, I understand that, but he was but the thing with, my thing with both of them, but Barry Bonds, well, no, more with Barry Bonds than Ryan Clemens, because remember, Ryan Clemens, when he went to Toronto in 97, he was when he left Boston, the GM of Boston basically told him, "You're fat, overweight. I don't need you no more. You're under 500. I think it was 33 and 34, something like that. 34 and 35. 4 ERA, fat, out of shape. So for him to get a contract, he had to get in shape. So he guess what he did? He got into it with a shiesty trainer who does illegal shit. Got in bed with him, and what happened? As soon as Congress knocked on the door, or the federal government went to charge him, he threw that guy under the bus because he knew he was dirty. You know,
and he won.
And he won because he got one of the best lawyers in Texas to defend him. You know, and that's the crazy thing. But I understand why Clemens did it. He was out of shape. He needed to redo his career. And then what? But Barry Bonds was already a Hall of Famer in '98.
Yeah, he didn't have
Him and Griffey were eating together, and he told Griffey, "Let's do this together." And Griffey's like, "No." And what happened to Griffey? Griffey went to Cincinnati and had bad years over there, and get limping around, hurt. And then, guess what? Griffey's in the Hall of Fame getting celebrated by the league and the fans. He's an ambassador for the league right now. They're making sneakers on him again, bringing the sneakers back.
So all decisions that you make in life, they're gonna come and bite you in the ass.
So
he didn't have to do steroids.
Barry Bonds didn't need to do it. He was fine.
He was just jealous of the praises that McGuire and Sosa was getting.
Right, exactly.
He said, "I'm better than these guys, and they're getting all the shine."
Right. And shame on Chicago for not welcoming Sammy Sosa.
Which one? The black one or the white one?
Well, unfortunately, by the way, I think that's his wife giving him that cream that he puts on his face. His wife is the.
Have you seen him lately?
No, I see he's getting worse.
He's pretty white.
No, he's getting worse. Michael Jackson status, right?
I think he's worse. I think he's like pink. It's bad.
Well, he said because he has a skin condition. I don't even know. He said his wife gave him that cream.
He looks weird.
You remember that ESPN with this guy? He said because the cream. But the point is that they should embrace him because he hit 3 seasons of 60 home runs. He packed that stadium when nothing was going on.
They should embrace him. Like the Giants, they welcome Barry Bonds all the time. They embrace him. Even St. Louis, I think Mark McGuire.
Mark McGuire too. They still got the McDonald,
the Big Mac
line. Yeah.
With Sosa, they were going to invite him after they won the World Series.
He said no?
I think they said no. They didn't want to invite him. The fans wanted him. The fans want him to come back.
Right.
But it's the ownership.
And then, baseball's in a conundrum, in a tough spot because, they all this legalizing with the gambling, right? And poor people. It's
all hypocrisy, man.
But it's not. But wait a minute. The Pete Rose is that I don't blame Pete. Listen, I'm not feeling sorry for Pete Rose either because he's a bum. I seen the movie that ESPN did. He's a bum. Watch the movie from like whatever it was, early 2000. He's a bum.
I mean, they're gonna start. The Nationals are gonna build MGM inside their stadium, the first one in baseball.
Damn, the Yankees need to do that.
And but you have I'm not condoning what P-Rose did. He gambled on baseball.
But remember at that time, gambling was illegal. Like literally, you walk into a
they
clubhouse.
have the power to uplift those decisions that the old commissioner was Giamatti. He was the old commissioner, right? That he put down.
That he banned them.
Rob Manfred could do it. He could uplift it. He's the commissioner. But Rob Manfred's a bum. He doesn't know what he's doing.
Well, that's true. But look at that. Look at that winning down.
If you're going to if you're gonna start legalizing betting is almost everywhere, and this is the most popular states. But you're gonna keep P-Rose out the Hall of Fame.
Right.
You have PED users in the Hall of Fame, but you're gonna keep them out. I'm not saying it's his decision.
Right.
But you have these writers that voted for these guys, and they're in their prime. They could have taken a stand and said no. They knew what they were doing. They was in the clubhouses. They knew what was going on.
Yeah.
Canseco wrote a book. He listed all the guys that were using steroids.
But isn't it funny that in baseball, if you get caught with PEDs, but in other sports, if you get tested, with any kind of PEDs, they excuse you, get suspended, and then by the way, 10 years later you're in the Hall of Fame. The linebacker from what's his name?
Romanowski?
No, the linebacker from Baltimore.
Oh, Ray Lewis?
Remember when he went to the Super Bowl? They caught him with that spray.
Oh yeah, he was cheating.
They caught him.
It's like a deer spray or something.
Yeah, they caught him. And what happened? That was a big deal. And then after a few days, they went doop. The Super Bowl was a good game, and they forgot about it.
Is that the?
But why?
What these other leagues? I agree with you.
But why
is that with baseball? It's like the pure sport. People want it to be pure. Well, all these other sports like football, all these jacked up guys, they say, oh, they need it. Baseball is like Babe Ruth. He was fat. He was hitting home runs.
No, Babe Ruth wasn't that fat. I mean, he wasn't. People make it seem like he's 400 pounds.
Like you don't have to be like the most strongest guy to be successful in baseball.
But you still gotta be in shape.
Not really.
What do you mean, not really?
Not really.
Oh, really? So you could just be one of us could go play baseball and we're fine.
We're good, yeah.
Nah, eventually that catch up to you.
Yeah.
If you want to play baseball for 15 years.
The CC, he was fat.
Yeah, but he was a pitcher.
Still counts.
CC was a fat guy, but he wasn't really like he was. I mean, I bet you that arm was strong. I bet you that arm was like the hardest. Bro, that left arm was good.
It was good, but he was fat. Yeah, not in shape.
Plus he all that drinking he was doing probably was keeping him. By the way, doesn't that count too? What happens if you're dependent on drinking alcohol to get going?
Count as what? Cheating?
Well, yeah.
Alcohol.
Well, yeah. What happened if I'm playing a night game, right? And the next day I'm sore and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna take a shot. I'm gonna start drinking.
It's alcohol.
Yeah, you're gonna get that.
It's not illegal drugs.
But if you look at what happened to LT. LT was rumors, and then back then that he used to sniff coke before games.
He was the original Coke boys.
LT used to sniff coke before the game to get going, to get hyped. So
hey,
don't you think cocaine helps you out?
Hey, that's on him, man.
You know,
like the late great Rick James said, cocaine's a hell of a drug.
It's true. I mean, look what happened to Rick James. Unfortunate, right? Heart attack.
I'm just saying, with the Hall of Fame, these guys should get in. If
they should get in, put all of them in.
Yeah, you can't single out. One thing I will say, if you tested positive for a test, you should not get in. Alex Rodriguez should not get in. Manny Ramirez should not get in. They tested positive for. I don't think A-Rod tested.
A-Rod didn't test it, but they suspended him a year because he was doing shenanigans too.
Yeah, Manny failed the test twice. I don't think Manny should get in. Because he knew what was happening.
What happened with Manny is that he went to the Dodgers.
Cano's not gonna get in.
No, Cano, another one too. Cano got late in his career with the Mets.
Cano was a easy first ballot Hall of Famer.
Easy, and even if easy. Look at I'll give you an example. Albert Pujols last 10 years was okay, not great, but he's gonna get in because of those 10, 11 years with St. Louis, and he's a shoo-in. Right.
Just with those, he could have retired after that. He would have been in the Hall of Fame.
He would have been in. Right. Exactly. But guess what? He's good to go. He's good to go.
These writers, man. There's a lot of people that are on that ballot that should be in the Hall of Fame. Andrew Jones should be in the Hall of Fame. Jeff Kent should be in the Hall of Fame. Even Gary Sheffield should be in the Hall of Fame. I think he was a Hall of Famer.
Well, yeah.
And he wasn't like he never tested positive, but he was like suspect.
He was in that whole.
He used to train
cream.
with. He used to train with Barry Bonds.
Him and Giambi, all those cats were all taking the cream and this and that. See, but to me, all those guys should just admit it. Like, yeah, I took steroids. So what? Yeah, have you played 162 games? You know how hard that is. Just say that.
Because they were using before it wasn't steroids, but it was close, not close, but somewhere along those lines with amphetamines.
Oh, but right now, yeah,
greenies.
That used to be the old in the 60s. They used to have decaffeinated coffee and caffeinated coffee, right? Regular coffee, and one of them had the greenies. So the one with decaf didn't have the greenie. The one that had regular coffee that had it. So you gotta be careful which one. And people used to drink that like crazy. But a lot of people say that's even worse, taking that out of baseball because that's like a little extra energy. That's like drinking Red Bull.
That's why they have a whole bunch of Red Bulls now in the dugout.
Right. Guys, if you see hockey, I saw a hockey game the other day because I bet it again.
I mean, these sports are tough, man. So I don't blame these athletes for using these drugs to pick them up. But it's against the rules of the competition. That's like if one of us in real world get drug tested, we take a drug, you're gonna get fired. But these guys, they have the benefit of the doubt. They'll get suspended or dock pay.
Oh yeah, no, I mean yeah, it's true. Like if you go to a job and say, oh man, and man, you go to a job and say, oh by the way, we letting you slide off on the marijuana, but no coke, no other stuff, and you for some reason tested positive.
They say cocaine's a casual drug.
Nah, who said that?
That's word in the streets.
Nah, the word in the streets is wrong. Like, cocaine will fuck you up, man. I wouldn't be fucking with cocaine.
I just feel like these guys are just hypocrites, honestly. Like, and they should just get in. I mean, they're gonna be on the ballot next year with the.
Now, if you tell me you're messing with mushrooms, then that's different.
Shrooms.
No, but they should get in. But the problem I have with the writers is they don't let the steroids in, but they don't let guys like the McGriffs of the world get in. Guys that, bro, he's 7 home runs from 500. What's the difference between 7 home runs from 500, 493? If he hit 7 more home runs, he's a Hall of Famer. The guy was a top slugger.
They like compilers.
Exactly. They like compilers. That's what they do.
Oh, he played 25 years. Yeah, it's 300 wins. Yeah, if I'm pitching for 25 years, I'm going to get to 300 wins.
Right. Right.
All I got to do is win 10, 12 games.
Yeah. No, that's true. It's true.
Fred McGriff should be in. Bernie Williams should be in.
Bernie Williams just on his playoffs. And look, he had like 7 years in the regular season.
They don't want to count playoffs as, but playoffs is part of the game.
Bro, Bernie Williams.
That's one of the main reasons Ortiz, his playoff numbers were crazy.
Right.
And Kurt Schilling would have got in if he didn't open his big mouth.
Kurt Schilling, what is he?
His regular season numbers are okay. His playoff numbers were what got him over the edge.
He was a late bloomer. Remember, he was a late bloomer with Philly. Late bloomer. But he still got in. Anyway, he should have won a few Cy Youngs too. He just came in second a lot of times. Yeah. This guy too. You know who I'm talking
about? Johan Santana.
Johan Santana should be there, bro. He should have like 4 or 5 of Cy Youngs, man. The guy, he dragged that Met team on a Saturday against the Marlins. It's not his fault that the Mets choked it up on Sunday. It was 18-7 then. You remember like it was yesterday.
Yeah.
Even though he didn't get, even though that no hitter shouldn't count, because it hit.
That's what messed up his career.
Because he went 140 pitches, 138 pitches.
He threw a lot.
Well, the manager knew. Terry Collins knew he was crying. He knew he fucked up his career. But that's not the point. The point but the problem is what are you gonna do? Who's gonna vote for this? You got Michael Kay saying that the writers shouldn't be in the to vote. Then who's gonna vote? Former athletes? They don't. Come on. I mean, you saw the basketball All-Star game, right? They had shenanigans going. They voted for some stupid people.
They voted for John Wall. John Wall got 1 vote.
Yeah, 1 vote.
Kyrie got a vote. He played like 5 games.
Yeah, I mean, come on, man. What are you doing? They don't take it serious. At least the fans take it serious. You don't see I mean, come on, man. Let's get with the point.
But
oh, look, see, it's gonna be her.
Let's MLB Lockout. Let's dabble into that.
Let's get into the MLB Lockout.
Still locked out, guys. Just in case you didn't know.
Well, by the time we record
they're meeting. Well, we're recording this on Monday. It'll come out tomorrow, Tuesday. But they're meeting tomorrow, Tuesday, for the talk took a deal. The time is coming close. Spring training usually starts after the Super Bowl, when people report to their sites.
Well, the players and the
Pitchers and catchers.
pitchers and catchers like around early February start
So
getting
they're cutting it pretty close. If they want, don't want to
Yeah,
miss games in the season, they gotta come to a deal. I don't think it will fix spring training. Don't think it takes.
Well, 3
players
weeks. It takes
long.
3 weeks.
If they get a deal done by I'm saying March, I don't think there will be any games lost. But time goes by fast, man. We're already into February next tomorrow.
Yeah, for tomorrow's February. Wow, it's kind of crazy that look at that, nice. But yeah, man, I still think that they're not. I think they're not
There's
stupid enough.
too much money to be left on the table for them to lock out.
Bro,
the
they're
players for the
11
season.
to 12 billion dollar industry. They make money. They print money, bro. Bro, Apple.
They print money, but these owners are stubborn. They don't want to budge. They still crying that they lost money during the COVID. Like
They didn't. No. They didn't lose money. They lost profit. That's the difference.
got the Cubs owner saying he lost so much money. Blah 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 blah
Yeah.
blah.
Did the Cub owner told you that?
Cubs. How much the Cubs worth? Like $500-600 million, probably more.
No, the Cubs are like 3 billion, 3.5 billion. Yeah.
But I lost money.
No, they didn't lose nothing, bro. The Cubs bought the whole neighborhood. You know when they bought, you know where you sit and in those rooftops, they bought that.
Yeah, the tops. You have to pay to get in. That's so stupid.
It should be free.
I'm gonna pay to get into my own building.
To watch a game that's like 100 yards away, mad far. Like, get out of here, man. Oh, look at
I think it's corporate.
that. But big time, bro. They own the whole neighborhood. They bought everything. Bought everything. So they lost profit. They didn't lose money. It's a difference. Instead of making their typical 11 billion, they only made 4 billion. That's what happened. They didn't lose money. The Yankees in that 2020 season where they played 60 games, Cole was this guy was supposed to make 36 million. He got what? He got 12 million.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's only 60 games.
They all got like 30% of their salary, I think. 33.
Exactly. So it's bro, stop. The problem is the players. Unfortunately, when Michael Weiner died of brain cancer, he was the leader, executive union leader, and he was the smart guy there, right? And they were good. They were winning all the time, and this and that. And then when he passed away, then he have a smart guy. So
they have Tony Clark in charge.
Tony Clark took over. He signed some deals that they regret. They will win.
He's one of the worst union leaders of all time. He's so bad.
But now they got somebody. They got this smart lawyer negotiating with them that he's really good. It's a corporate lawyer. He knows what he's doing. And now they involve the top stars in the negotiations like that. They could know what's going on. So they got the top stars in the table too. And they report back to the regular players, and because players wanted somebody on the table too, to inform them. But the worst thing happened to the players, Michael Weiner dying of brain cancer. Had brain cancer. Unfortunately, he died so young. He was very popular. He got along both sides. And the problem was Buck Seeley also retiring, because Buck Seeley was reasonable. Now you got this commissioner that's not, that they don't like him.
He's so bad, man.
They don't like him.
He doesn't show the game any respect, calling the World Series trophy a piece of metal. He got booed out of the stadium. He just looked like he was about to cry when he was giving the trophy to the Dodgers 2020.
He should cry.
He's a bum. He's
hanging out with rappers. You saw the last time we saw him, he was hanging out at a party with rappers. You think he's cool?
He's not cool.
Why you hanging out with rappers?
No one thinks he's cool, man.
He's hanging out with all these rappers thinking that he's cool.
Nah, he's a bum. Needs to shapen up. Your league has a lot of great young players. Don't take that away from the fans that are paying to miss out the start of a season.
Bro, Apple Plus, the Apple Plus TV, they negotiate them to put games on Apple TV Plus. You know what I'm talking about, right? The streaming service. I got a lot of money because ESPN didn't, even though ESPN reloaded with them, but ESPN didn't pick up the Monday and Wednesday package.
Oh, for baseball?
For baseball, it's only Sunday night. Right. So it's only be Sunday night. So there's a lot of money out there.
Tony only got one game? Only Sunday night baseball?
Because they
this year?
For the new contract.
For the next year.
Yeah, like all they're gonna have is Sunday night baseball.
So this year, 2022.
I think so. I could be wrong, but
So
I think
they got all these like commentators for what?
they're just doing. I think they might have like a special here and there, but
That's
the
stupid.
the Monday night and Wednesday night is out there because
They're gonna put it like on ESPN Plus.
no,
They do with hockey.
no, they're not. No, you don't understand. Baseball's negotiating with Apple TV, with Apple to put those games there.
They should do it.
The same way that Amazon is gonna go on Thursday exclusively. That's what's gonna be. So all these teams are just what you know, Apple, Amazon. They're all coming in. They want to get in the game.
Got it. They do it.
They're all gonna get in the game. You know.
They have a bad deal with MLB TV. The app, they black out the games.
That's gonna change.
Let's start there.
No, that's gonna change. The commissioner, he had a talk a few months ago. He said that he's working to.
I don't trust nothing like that.
No, they're gonna change it because he went. Like I told you, he went to Iowa for the White Sox game with the Yankees, and I told you there was a big sign asking to say we can't watch baseball because it's blacked out. And he was surprised that, in Iowa, and, people are like, yo, like fans want to watch baseball, but they want to watch it at their own time. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be blacked out. They're going to fix that issue. The only thing is they got to talk to the regional people, like the Yasses of the world, because they're going to wait a minute.
That's another thing.
Right.
It's money. Everything is money, man.
Right. Now they gotta make sure that they don't lose money on that. That's what it is. But it's going to happen. It's going to happen. It's going to happen.
Over under the season starting April 15th. Under, they start on time. Over.
Now they're going to start, what, the 31st is the start date? March 31st?
March 31st, yeah.
Yeah, they're going to start.
I think they still get a deal done, but they're cutting it close, man. If they don't have a deal within the next 2 weeks, then it's time to start panicking.
The players already compromised. They already gave up on the 6-year service. They wanted to be 5. They cut down to they kept it at 6, and then they threw something back that they compromised on 2 things already that they were really high. All the players want to start is the minimum wage, to bump up the minimum wage to $700,000 instead of 5 and change. They want, I think, $775.
Yeah.
Because believe it or not, like more than half of the league is making less than $1 million. People think that these players are like in football too. What do you think football?
They need to address the minor league pay system. These guys are freaking poor down there. They're
about to do that. They're about to start giving minor league system players housing and more money during the week. They're gonna start giving them housing.
They should.
And all that stuff. But I still say that they're gonna do it. I think tomorrow I'll be shocked if something really doesn't. Like by the end of tomorrow, if they don't say something. Oh, look, we're getting there, because the owners know, bro.
Yeah, you gotta get a deal done. Then you still have a lot of free agents that haven't been signed, and they gotta negotiate contracts. So it's a lot.
There'll be a frenzy. Once they sign, open. The baseball season opens and it's a frenzy. Where Correa is gonna go. Where the Colorado shortstop's gonna go. Where this guy's gonna, what's his name? The Braves first baseman, he's gonna resign.
Freddie Freeman.
Freddie Freeman's going. Are the Yankees trading with Oakland to get their first baseman? What are they gonna do? Are the Yankees signing a shortstop for 1 year before this guy comes? They bring up what's his name? Yopi, whatever his name is. Volpe.
Oh, Volpe.
Sorry, I made a mistake.
I mean, he's not coming for like another. They got Peraza. He's probably the closest one to coming up.
Oh, do you trade Peraza to get something else?
Yankees hug their prospects. They're not doing that.
Or do you sign the Colorado Rocky player for 2 years?
I'll sign him
give
for
him 20 something million for 2 years. Correa's not coming home, so he's not. He dug his grave. He dug his grave with the Yankees. He should not say what he said, and he could go screw himself. He shouldn't have said that. And I wanted him, but he opened his big mouth, and you don't do that. You don't do that. You don't do that. And plus, they still gotta pay. They gotta pay Judge. What do you think? What do you think he's gonna get? 6, 7? 35 a year.
It's a lot. How much is that? 35. 245 million. I mean, I'll take that. He's what, 30?
He's gonna end up, I think he's gonna be 31. I think if the Yankees offer him five for 35,
Should take it.
right? Because 35 is top notch, right? That's why all the top guys are getting paid, right? Right?
They gotta re-sign him. They can't let him go into free agency.
No, he wants to stay in New York, in Yankees, But it's good that you got Steve Cohen in the backyard here spending money. That the Yankees know, hey, it's another guy here spending money. Don't get too comfortable,
Yep.
Yeah.
Should be a lot of interesting storylines coming into the MLB season. Let's hope for a deal by tomorrow.
Well, not by tomorrow, Sweat. I'm just saying that tomorrow you're gonna hear, we saw some major. We're getting close. We compromised. It's time for the owners to compromise. They already compromised two stuff that they wanted. It's time for the owners to compromise. They cannot let the small market team dictate everything. They can't.
Fuck them. Fuck Tampa. Fuck all of them. They ain't big.
By the way,
spenders.
Tampa, all they want is a home. Tampa just wants to be able to go somewhere and be able to spend it, because Tampa goes to a big market or to a stadium where it's a regular stadium. They're gonna make money. Because that stadium is bad. Oakland is a stadium too.
They did a design for them that it looked pretty nice.
Yeah. No, I'm telling you, those are the only two teams that need a stadium. Everybody else is making money. They just need to turn around like teams like Oakland. Baltimore Orioles, teams like that. Get them going.
So they push the fences back. Let's see if that works.
Well, they should have done that like 20 years ago, bro. Those easy home runs on the left field side, it's so easy. So they need to do, but they're not gonna sign you're not gonna breaking news at dinner time, 6, whatever time you eat dinner. Oh, they signed a deal. It's not gonna happen like that. But I think that if everything goes well tomorrow, maybe in 2 weeks they sign a deal.
Let's hope.
Maybe in 2 weeks, and then you could get like 3 weeks of spring training.
That should be fine.
And then all the signings and let's go. I think they'll be fine.
Let's hope for some good news, guys. Keep MLB in your thoughts. Let's take quickly. Before we wrap it up. Let's go to a little NBA talk. Let's talk about the league.
The Joker's the front runner for the MVP.
He's there, man. I'm not saying he's not.
By the way, Curry is out of the top 5. He's out.
He's having he had a great game today. 40-point game.
Yeah, 40 points. But he
his last, ever since he broke the record.
Yeah.
He's been pretty bad.
They said that he out of 100, I think they said out of 100 threes, he's made only like 30, 35.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. Russell Westbrook is showing a higher field goal percentage than him. Let that sink in. Westbrook sucks.
Nah, what? Oh, that's another thing. Where do you think Westbrook is gonna end up?
Trade deadline's in a few days, so I don't think I'm a Laker fan, guys, for all new listeners. So I don't think they're gonna make any changes. Honestly, they're just gonna ride with this team out.
There was a rumor out there that a Houston trade.
If Vogel was to get fired, he would have already got fired. The organization doesn't want to fire him. They just said we're gonna ride with this team. So let's see where this takes us.
They're riding with the team because that's a LeBron James and Anthony Davis and his agent production. That's why
they're still. I mean, I'll take my chances with a healthy AD and LeBron. So if they're healthy going into the playoffs, if we get there, then I'll take my chances with that.
But what do you think about the deal about Houston deal with
John Wall?
John Wall.
John Wall hasn't played basketball like in 2 years. Why would I take him?
You take him?
Why?
No, because the reason they're doing it because he only has 1 more year left on his contract.
They both cancel each other out on the contracts. They're both making $40 million.
Yeah, but how long is Westbrook's contract? Like 3 more years?
I don't know.
So that's the problem with Westbrook. But that's the thing. Westbrook for some reason cannot play with LeBron James.
I mean, he can't play with nobody.
But I told you that.
He's played with KD. He's played with Harden. Played with Harden twice. Played with Bradley Beal. Now he's playing with LeBron. So
I told you that already, bro. I told you that when he was in Washington. I told you that when he was in Houston. On and on and on. All he is stats. Stats. Yeah, you're right. He has one more year of 47 player option.
Yeah, they both cancel each other out.
You're right. Yeah, you're right.
I mean, I wouldn't make that trade. John Wall hasn't played.
Yeah.
Why would I take him?
Well, he said he could play, but the team is sitting him out because they don't want to play him because they want to play the young guys. He said he's healthy enough to play.
I mean, if he could play, then I'll take John Wall. I'll take John Wall over Westbrook.
If he could play.
If he could play at least half of what he could play, he's better than Westbrook now.
The problem with him, the problem with the team is that you have no capital to trade.
The problem with the team, they signed a bunch of old players thinking that they was gonna contribute with the team. They signed Trevor Ariza, bum. Signed Bazemore, he sucks. Kendrick Nunn has yet to play this year.
Nope.
Carmelo, he's been okay, but I wasn't expecting much from Carmelo Anthony.
He's done good though, right?
He's been all right. They signed DeAndre Jordan, a scrub. They need to play Dwight Howard more minutes, and
they for some reason don't want to play him too many minutes.
They need to play Austin Reeves more minutes off the bench.
That guy, I don't know what.
He's a mini Caruso.
They never should let him go.
They should have re-signed Caruso. Caruso was willing to take a pay cut to come back.
Right.
But they wanted to give him only like $2 million.
Oh, they were shorthanding him.
Yeah, so I don't blame him for leaving, but
right.
The league is in good hands. They got a lot of up and coming. The team that surprised me the most, Cleveland. Very good team this year. Very good defensive team.
Garland's good. You got the kid from USC playing good.
Cleveland is 4th right now in the East.
Right.
And Bulls number 1, Heat 2. Got the Nets with they got a crazy situation with the Nets. I don't think Kyrie is gonna play full time. He's not gonna get vaxxed. They're not gonna uplift the rule here in New York just for one player. So I think.
See, the thing with Cleveland, they just won today. Look at that, another 100-game under.
Yeah, they're a defensive team, man.
Right. No, that keeps you in the game. That's how the Knicks were good last year. You could play defense. Next time we play like that, But you gotta, hey, listen, man.
What do you think about your Knicks, man?
See, the Knicks are once the trade deadline comes, I think we're gonna have a totally different team. There's a lot of rumors out there that they're interested in getting the point guard from Dallas, the backup, the Brunson kid.
Jalen Brunson.
He was picking the 2nd round, so he's a restricted free agent, an unrestricted free agent after 4 years. So they gotta he wants $20 million. They're not paying him $20 million because they're already paying top dollars for the stars.
I don't think no one's gonna pay him $20 million.
But
he's a good point guard, but not $20 million.
All right, but you could give him 13, 15.
I mean, it's the NBA. Everybody gets paid.
Exactly. So he's a good player. And then, word out there, you got the Mamba kid, Mo Bamba. Yeah, from Orlando. He's another guy, too, that they didn't pick up his 5th-year option. So he's going to be a restricted free agent. So he might get traded. He's been picking up. They're saying the reason they play him a lot lately because they want to showcase him. He's a stretch 5, so he, shoot threes and stuff like that. And then other guys, too. The center from New Orleans has 2 years left, about $13 million. So he might be interested too.
He's good. He'd be good in a good team.
Right.
I'll take him.
Also, the small forward from Sacramento.
Barnes.
Also, the people, they're interested in him because they want to. But for them to do that, they just have to get rid of a few people there. A few dead weight from the starting lineup.
They're trying to blow up that team. I don't know why.
Who?
Kings and Pacers actually.
The only people oh yeah, definitely. Sabonis is basically gone. He's done. He wants to leave.
I was you guys. I'll trade for him. I'll trade.
But the problem with him is
give me this scenario. I'll take Julius Randle for Sabonis. You do that?
Would they do that?
Well, you do it.
I will do it.
He's good. I'll do it.
I don't
know what's going on with Julius Randle. I think something personal's happening with him. He just hasn't been the same as he was last year. Also, a lot of people were saying that the combination he was playing last year with no fans, and ever since the fans started coming back, his games dropped. Maybe that's getting to him. A lot of pressure.
That could be, yeah. No, it could be. A lot of guys, yeah, that's true. No, it's true. And here in New York, they'll bro.
Can't be thin skin playing New York, man.
Yeah, but here in New York, they turn on you fast, bro. They turn on you fast, like. They
turn on you fast, but they embrace you as faster.
Well, that's true. That's true. He never should have put the thumbs down. Shouldn't have done that. He's really like real sensitive. He's a sensitive guy. You know. They're to a point where they're down to trade him. You know, they're trying to trade him.
Should be interesting. Next couple of days, trade deadline, I believe, is next week. So it's a few days from now. Well, we'll have another show on Friday, guys, recapping the week of sports and what's going on. Any last remarks?
Wait, hold on, man. February 10th is the deadline. February 10th.
Next week.
February 10th is the deadline. For all the people that got extensions, like Randall, you can't trade him until after February 3rd. So that's why you haven't heard nothing about Julius Randle, but you know, same thing. You know, if you got you have to wait till February 3rd. You know, to sign him. Like all those people that's, you know, normally December you trade the people you sign.
Yep.
Same thing when you have to wait to February the 3rd. So Thursday, I think it's gonna be a crazy trade deadline.
Hopefully, man. These trade deadlines usually are not that good, but
no, but I think the teams like the Knicks and even your team might do something. You know, you got to trade somebody from your team to improve. You know, you never know.
I don't got nobody to trade, man.
No, but you could get somebody there. I mean, I don't know. How about a Nunn? Will you trade Nunn?
Yeah, trade him. He's not playing this year.
Will you package Nunn and Horton to get somebody?
Oh,
good?
Hell yeah! Let's get him off the team. He's whack.
That's what I'm saying. That's what you have to do.
Drives me crazy. Dribbles like 10 times around the hoop and doesn't do nothing.
Will the Celtics break up the duo of Brown and Jason Tatum?
I think they have to.
You know, that's the thing. Would they trade one of those guys?
They have to keep one of them, and I'll keep Tatum. You could get a lot back for Jaylen Brown.
Get a point guard back, right? At least.
Yeah, they can't play together.
Right. It's two because they basically play. To me,
they're both guards.
Yeah, they both play in the same position. Yeah.
They give you points, but you got to give up one of them. I'll give up Brown to get a point guard. They have a pretty solid like front line with Williams and they got both Williams, Robert Williams and Grant Williams.
Grant Williams is good.
He's a nice little spunky player, but it should be interesting, man. See what they do. See if the Nets. I don't think they're gonna trade Harden, but
no, they can't because they can't trade him. Well, who are they gonna trade him for? I don't think Ben Simmons is gonna be.
I mean, Ben Simmons can't even play. He's not. I don't think he's vaxxed either.
Yeah,
so they're gonna trade for another person that's not vaxxed.
Nah, but why would anybody think about it? They show you in the game 7, the shenanigans he did, passing the ball. He's about to hit the hole and he passes like he didn't want to get fouled. And then after the game, fans are burning his jersey. So what do you think is gonna happen if he comes to a place like New York? Goes to Boston, goes to any of these big time teams that are really crazy, right? So he needs to wait till the offseason and find somebody that's interested in. And they were ready to do a Sacramento deal.
The Kings pulled out.
They pulled out because I don't know what's going on. There's a guy with shenanigans, and I don't know what they're trying to do here, man. I don't know what they're trying to do. Look at that close game, man. So yeah, man. So it's just shenanigans, man. Shenanigans, pure shenanigans. You know, but I think that's an off-season deal, in my opinion.
I don't think it gets traded during the season. It's too big of a contract to trade during the year.
I wouldn't trade.
I wouldn't trade for him.
I tell you, bro. Even when he was playing good, I wasn't high on him.
Yeah.
You know, so he just can't. He messed up. He has to understand that this is a business that he's in. He can't be doing that. And by him doing that, the owners of the NBA are gonna get together and they're gonna make the NBA player they're gonna pay. You know, they're gonna pay. They're gonna stand for players sitting out and still getting paid.
Yeah.
They're not doing that, bro. They're not doing that. They're gonna get hard and it's gonna be worse, man. It's gonna be worse. You know, guys like the NBA players been getting it lovely. They have a good deal, but don't take it for granted. Because then the owners are gonna get sick and tired of this deal, and then when it's time to do a new deal, they're gonna play tough. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna play tough. You know, because eventually LeBron is gonna retire, and then what you got next? Then Curry's in year 13. People forget Curry's in year 13.
Yeah, the next.
Who's the next big thing? We all thought was Zion Williamson. He's fat, 300 pounds. Guy say he wants to be a Knick. Yeah, now you want to be a Knick, right? When you're 300 pounds, right? I'm dying to be a Knick. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay.
Next bright stars with John Morant, Luka Doncic, Trae Young.
Yeah. Guys that at least want to play. You know, guys are in shape.
They're in good hands. It's just all the superstars. They just give these big contracts, and it just looks bad on them. They need to fix that. These super max deals that these guys got.
Well, look at Kawhi Leonard. He's hurt and he's getting paid. Well, that's crazy.
I think he
right?
wants to. I think he wants to leave also.
Well, he's fickle too, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Like,
should be interesting. Let's gonna wrap it up. First episode. We'll have a show every Monday. We'll record Monday and Friday, so it'll be Tuesday and Saturday. These will come out.
There you go.
Just like, share, and subscribe. Sports Arena Pod will be on Twitter, on Instagram. I'll drop the links below on the channel. We'll also be on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts soon, Spotify as well, on YouTube for now. But we'll drop the links on our social media pages once we get everything up. And thanks for listening to us, guys. Be more shows coming up. We'll have our email. We'll also have you guys send us some questions to answer during the show. And yeah, man, it should be fun.
It should be a blast. Today was a little tame, but we'll be a little more. You know, I just warming up my arm. You know, my fastball. You know, I gotta get going. My first game. You know, it's like the first game of the season. You know, you don't expect me to throw 125 pitches. You know, so I gave you 85 pitches. You know, so you know I'll crank it up to maybe another 10 pitches next week. You know, Friday, and I'll give you more. You know, more impact. You know.
We'll be there. We'll be there,
guys. Thanks, and we'll see you until next time. Should I take a more report thing? See you next time, America.
Yeah, we out. See y'all.
Later.
Peace.
Bye.